Gentlemen, welcome to the last official Alpha M video of 2024. And quite frankly, I'm glad this bitch is over because it was a hard year for me personally, professionally. Had some accomplishments that I'm proud of, have some things that I've got to work on, and some things that I can finally let go of because they're in the rearview mirror and I can't go back and change things. But what I can do is look towards the future and this new year as a way of changing things that I want to change, but also just being better and achieving more and making 2025 the best year yet. Today, guys, I want to go over a few things that you need to hear, but also accept in 2025. Number one is your appearance matters now more than ever. In a world dominated by social media and our appearance and the way that people receive and perceive us, you cannot afford not to pay attention to your style, to your grooming, to your fitness, to the way that you look. Number two, nobody is coming to save you. Fact. Self-reliance is critical in this fast-paced, hyper-competitive world. But if you're sitting around and waiting for somebody else to give you a hand or come and save you, you're going to be waiting forever and you're never going to achieve shit. You've got to take responsibility for your actions, your finances, and your future. Number three, time is your most valuable asset. You've got to protect it and invest it wisely. If you're investing this precious asset in people or relationships that are toxic or not good for you, you've got to do a better job because once that time is lost, once it's gone, you can never get it back. Spend less time on social media in 2025. I promise you're not missing anything. Your social circle is going to shape your success. I've said it often. If you surround yourself with losers, you're unfortunately probably not going to ever achieve what you could. When you surround yourself with people that are uplifting, that are supportive, that love you, that are going to basically help you facilitate a healthier, happier life, you're going to be in a much better position. But if you're surrounding yourself with people that don't deserve you or that will never love you or treat you in the manner that you deserve, you've got to get rid of them. Nobody cares about your excuses, so stop making them. Or you can keep making them, but understand that they are simply your way of making yourself feel better about why you failed or didn't succeed. Guys, the fact is the world rewards action. And if you're somebody that is stuck in a perpetual cycle of, oh, it didn't work and this is why, you got to stop it. You got to figure out why it didn't work, stop talking about it, fix the things that need to fix, and move forward. Rejection, it sucks, but it's also inevitable. Rejection is a natural part of life. The sooner you understand it, the sooner you're going to basically be able to accept it and move on. Rejection is going to happen in careers, in relationships, in life. Don't dwell on it, learn from it, and move forward. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it can buy you freedom. All right, this is something you've got to understand. Money is a tool. It's a tool to use. And when you have it, when you have financial freedom, then you can basically explore your passions or be surrounded by people that you want to be around. It gives you options. Money won't buy you happiness. Buying that car, making $1 million, it's not about the thing or the stuff. It's about what it allows you to do. Comparison is the thief of joy and happiness. What I mean by that, if you're spending your time comparing yourself to other people, what they have, what they don't have, like whatever, it's going to rob you of feeling good about yourself and the joy that you should have because of the person and the man that you are, but also the things that you've achieved. You may not be where you want to be, and that's okay. 2025 is the year for you to refocus, recalibrate, and take action. Comfort zones kill growth. When you're comfortable, right, you're not striving, you're not trying. For me, I know I've got to be uncomfortable. If everything's like good, I'm like, something's wrong. I got to change things up. Because I know that when things are hard, when they're challenging, that's where true growth comes from. And I know that it's not just me. You've got to be uncomfortable or you've got to be unsatisfied and looking to be better personally, professionally, and just do something better than what you're currently doing. Mental health requires maintenance. All right? You can't just ignore stress or anxiety or depression and think it's going to go away. It actually gets worse. You've got to do the things you got to do in order to get it in check. If it means forgiving people, if it means getting another job, if it means exercising, if it means seeking therapy, you need to do it. All right? And then you need to have routine check-ins. Like, how am I feeling? Like, seriously. Because unfortunately, a lot of times when you get into this vicious cycle of stress or anxiety or not feeling good about yourself, you can't even like see it for what it is until you do the things you need to do. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I was really in a bad place. You'll never please everybody. So stop trying. The one person you need to worry about is you. Are you happy? Are you pleasing yourself? Are you doing and living a life that inspires you, that's exciting? Is 2025 the year that you finally get out of your own way and make your dreams come true? You gotta set goals, you gotta have goals, but they've gotta be your goals. Physical fitness, your health, non-negotiable. It doesn't matter if you've got a busy schedule. It doesn't matter if you got a family. It's non-negotiable. You gotta figure it the fuck out. Because without your health, literally nothing else matters. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Your health is one of the things that money can't buy more of. The world doesn't revolve around you. And I'm not saying that to be like a dick. I'm just saying, like, realize that people aren't thinking about you the way that you think that they are. And this thinking that they're thinking about you is what prevents us from trying or doing the things that we want to do. They're so worried about their own life, they're not thinking about you. They don't give a shit about what you're doing. Focus on you and stop worrying about what other people think. And remember, failure is a stepping stone for success. And without failure, honestly, you're never going to be successful. You got to understand that. Failure, a lot of people think of it as a bad thing, right? Oh, I failed. I don't want to fail. Oh, what if I fail, right? I get it because I've been there. I've had over 20 businesses. A lot of them have failed. But each time one of them fails, I learn a little something and it moves me closer and makes me better, makes me smarter, makes me faster, and makes me more money in the long term. You've got to understand that failure is part of the process. And past failures don't dictate future successes. This is something you've got to understand. And this goes for relationships, but also professionally as well. You might have failed at a diet before. It doesn't mean you're going to this time. You might have failed at that business. It doesn't mean you're going to this time. You might have failed in a relationship before. It doesn't mean that this next relationship is going to be a failure. The only way you fail is if you don't try again, if you don't move forward. And last, literally last, is you're going to die someday. And so am I. Understanding this and realizing that nobody's figured out a loophole and that you are not invincible, nobody is something that I find incredibly important, but also very powerful. When you think about it, and when you realize that, you know what? You never know when your time is going to be up. You've got to live your life the best of your ability. You've got to do what makes you happy, and you've got to do what fulfills you. Because you never know when it's going to be over. But you also need to make sure that you tell the people that you love them today. Like, don't wait, not tomorrow, today. Because you never know what's going to happen. Nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. So do what you need to do, because I would hate for you to basically regret not telling somebody that you love them, or for you to pass away and for them not to know how amazing you think they are. Guys, and that's where I'm going to wrap things up, by telling you that I love you. I also want you to know that I think you're amazing and can accomplish anything. And I just also would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my friend for all these years. We don't know what tomorrow brings. I do know that 2025 is here, and hopefully you and I, we can make it the best year yet. Thank you, and the sooner you understand and learn the things that we talked about in today's video, the sooner you're gonna kick ass in 2025. I love you guys. Be good.